The Regional Organised Crime Unit in the North West is a collaboration between the 6 North West forces. We take a holistic look to identify those organised crime groups that are causing most harm to the communities in the North West, and then we move our assets to tackle them in the most effective way. We have 18 capabilities, and they all add additional value to investigations, to protecting the public, and the wider intelligence collection that forces require.
We scan a number of intelligence systems and databases that we've got, put it through an assessment tool, we prioritise our threat, risk and harm. This then directs operational activity.
We have 8 priority threat areas. Ultimately, we need to make sure that all our resources and all our activities focus towards the right areas.
What we do is use our specialist skills to be able to go into those areas and target these individuals, not only by ourselves but using a multi-agency approach as well.
When we go into houses and we seize large amounts of drugs or guns, or we safeguard people, it's not by luck. There's a whole industry based at the North West Organised Crime Unit developing intelligence and feeding that to local forces for them to execute warrants and arrest those that are causing harm to the communities.
The Technical Surveillance Unit is a department that offers a range of complex and sophisticated technical solutions. We will assess the objectives in the investigation team, come up with a range of complex and intrusive technical solutions, and then we'll work in partnership with the investigation team to apply these solutions.
Prison intelligence officers provide us valuable insight into what is happening on a day-to-day basis to help us build a bigger picture in the North West of what criminality is taking place inside prisons and what is taking place outside.
I'm responsible for the delivery of safe, effective firearms training for all North West firearms police officers. The thinking behind providing it in a regional way is to ensure interoperability so that forces can come together and deliver a firearms response to a standard set of parameters and standardised training.
A regional force means that we can all talk to one another and everybody can hear what's going on. So if there's a criminality on the network coming down the M6, starting up at Crewe, the officers in a specific area further down the network, they would still be able to hear what's going on. We can then get tactical options into place for stopping vehicles.
We provide all the underwater search capability for 6 forces. And we also have a marine capability. We'll get contacted by officers on the ground who've got a case and they need something recovering from the water. You know, whether it be a mobile phone, a gun, a knife. I think finding a missing person is probably the best thing we can do. Usually where we're looking, nobody else can look there. So if we can recover someone and provide closure to a family, you know, that's the best thing we can do.
I'm part of the Regional Undercover Unit. We deploy undercover officers both online and conventionally into the community. We have that opportunity to interact with people. So we have that opportunity to get that level of intelligence that can then direct our wider investigations and to help us tackle those people that are causing the most harm within our community.
Cybercriminals have to leave a trace. They tend to have communication with their victims. They tend to have communications with the things that facilitate their crime. And we'll pursue them lines of inquiry like we would any other traditional crime type, to the point where we can take law enforcement action. We're able to really drill into the suspects' motives, examine their devices, see exactly what they've been up to. And that all pulls out as really good, useful intelligence, which not only feeds back into other law enforcement operations internationally, but also supports our work that we do through prevent and protect networks.
So the Economic Crime Team is aimed at targeting organised crime by using financial investigative techniques. There's a few other areas where you can have such a broad-ranging investigation and have so many powers at your beck and call to actually restrict criminals and to find out what criminals are doing. We are in a position, and we have the legislation where we can not only take the asset back off the criminal, we can secure it and return the value of that to the victim. It can be quite intrusive, so there's quite high levels of scrutiny and quite high levels of evidence that you have to reach when you're going for some of these orders, but that's because they are so wide-ranging.
Success for me is just making sure that the organisation is focused on helping the communities. The mission is so wide that we impact right across from tactical to the strategic aspects on a daily basis. And those are all the high-end capabilities that meet the needs of the communities of the North West. in a manner that is now focused towards tackling serious and organised crime in a proactive way to deny them opportunities to harm our communities in the North West.